Hello folks, happy June. It's time for the lease deals of the month again. There's some really spicy stuff in this one, and by spicy I mean quick. We've also got some brilliant estate cars. We've got some brands that you don't often see in these lease deal videos, and there's some really good stuff. It's petrol, it's diesel, it's hybrid, it's plug-in hybrid. Electric cars will be in another video that will possibly come out tomorrow. If not, it'll be a couple of days later, but this one is everything but EVs. The link to Lease logo is popping up on your screen now with a QR code, or there's one in the video description. And today's video is sponsored by ALA Insurance. Not all of these are 3-year deals. I'm now doing 2 and 3-year deals, whichever one makes most sense basically. And that's simply in response to the fact that a lot more people are leasing a car for 2 years now. Let's crack on. So check this one out for starters. The cheapest deal in the video is actually a little compact SUV with 400 litres of boot space. It's the Seat Arona 1 litre TSI S, 11.3 seconds to 62, 49.6 mpg, 95 brake horsepower, 688 quid up front and 229 a year on a 3-year deal. Price history on this one, at its peak it was 344, on average 293, and of course this is the lowest price we've seen it, £229.34 a month, with 688 up front. Cracking little car, the Arona. I think that's a bargain for someone. As is this, they say Ibiza 1 litre TSI 115 Excellence Luxe with the automatic gearbox, 9.9 seconds to 62, 50 mpg, 15 is the insurance group, and it's got 355 litres of boot space, 767 up front and 255 a month. And yes, it's more than the slightly bigger, say, Arona. However, this one is right up there in the trim levels. Excellence Luxe is, I think, almost top of the tree. Yeah, we've only got FR Black and Anniversary above it. So you've got full LED automatic headlights, Bluetooth audio streaming, you've got touchscreen sat nav, 18-inch wheels, suede cloth upholstery, all a bit lovely. Let's have a look at the pricing. $289 a month has been the average on it, $339 a month at its peak, and its lowest point, it was about a tenner less than it is right now. It's currently £255 a month with 767 up front. The Hyundai i20 1 litre turbo GDI Advance with navigation and automatic is next. 12.1 seconds to 62, 52.3 mpg, insurance group 12 and 352 litres of boot space, 722 up front and 240 a month on this one. This is a 3-year deal again. It's only been 40p less than this at its cheapest point. At its peak it was 349, and on average it's been 275. Another really good little car. I actually prefer it to the last version of the Fiesta. I think it's that good. Next we've got the Moda 5 1.6 TGDI Noble with a 7-speed automatic. I can't tell you too much about these because I've never driven one, but I am going on a launch of the Moda 9 this week, so I'm sure I'll learn much more about the brand at that. 827 up front and 275 a month, 7.9 seconds to 62, 380 litres of boot space, 186 brake horsepower. That MPG figure's not too special, is it? But otherwise, it looks like it could be offering a bit of value. 318's been the average on it. At its lowest point, it was about £2.50, 3 quid less than it is right now. At its peak, it was 460 quid. It's currently 275 a month with 827 up front. The Renault Symbioz is next. It's the 1.6 E-Tech full hybrid 145 Techno automatic. Full hybrid, it's a self-charging hybrid, and some people will say that doesn't exist, but that's what it is, and you don't have to plug it in essentially. 10.6 seconds to 62, 61 mpg, 143 brake horsepower, insurance group 16 and 434 litres of boot space, £870 up front and 290 a month. 300 a month's been the average on it, 279 at its lowest point, 308 at its peak. So really, we're about a tenner less than the average on it, and sort of bang in the middle of everything with this one. But it's a really popular car, and loads of people are leasing them at the moment, which suggests it's offering a fair bit for the money. Quite a nice interior. You've got the ubiquitous iPad, although it's in portrait rather than landscape, and that's all Google based, I believe, so you think that would work quite nicely. You've also got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that sort of stuff. But there we go, 290 a month with 870 up front. Hyundai Kona Hybrid 129 Advance Automatic is next, 12 seconds to 62, 60 mpg, 16 is the insurance group, and 466 litres of boot space, 901 up front and £300 a month. 351's been the average on it, 399 at its peak, 298 at its lowest point, and that's £2 difference to what it is now. It's £300 a month with 901 up front. Always one of the best value cars on the road, I think. And at £300 a month, it does look like a bit of value. Nissan Qashqai 1.3 Digi-T mild hybrid 158 N connector with the glass roof and the automatic gearbox, 9.2 seconds to 62, 44.8 mpg, insurance group 22 and 479 litres of boot space, 948 up front and 316 a month. This one's 412 at its peak, 360 on average. Its lowest point was £8 or £9 less than it is right now. It's £316 a month with 948 up front. And it's always one of the most popular cars in the UK. One of the most popular gap insurance providers in the UK is ALA Insurance. They offer a 5-star de facto rated product with an A-rated insurer sitting behind it. They've actually got a 99% claims payout rate on their gap product, which is fantastic. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that. 99%. It's pretty special, isn't it? And you can save a lot of money compared to dealership prices, possibly even over prices you might be offered by a car leasing broker, for example. If you want to save a further 10% on your gap insurance, or actually on pretty much anything on their website, use the code GYM10 at checkout, or you can use the link in the video description, or you can use the QR code that's on your screen, and you'll get 10% discount off the standard prices. I've done lots of quotes in previous videos, and typically around about £50 a year seems to be about average for your gap insurance. That's also going to give you £250 towards your car insurance excess and something towards the initial payment on your replacement lease car. So head on over to ALA Insurance, that's ala.co.uk, use the code GYM10 at checkout, and thanks to ALA for sponsoring today's video. Insert garden centre jokes here. It's the Honda Jazz, the Hybrid Advanced ECVT. People joke about the Jazz all the time, but it's an absolutely brilliant car. It serves its market very, very well. It does everything exceptionally well. It's incredibly frugal, very reliable, and it's a really nice car to drive. 9.6 seconds to 62, 62.8 mpg, 122 brake horsepower, 304 litres of boot space, and insurance group 22. £405 a month it's been on average, 471 at its peak. Its lowest point was £246, which is mental. That was in January, and it seemed to last about a week. I don't remember that. No, I'm sure it happened. £320 a month right now with 961 up front. So it's 320 against an average of 405 and a peak of 471. I don't think that's too shabby. Volkswagen Tiguan All-Space 1.5 TSI Life Automatic, 9.6 seconds to 62, 39.2 mpg, 700 litres of boot space, insurance group 21 and 150 brake horsepower. Just under 1100 up front and 359 a month on this one. 431 has been the average, 537 at its peak, and this is the lowest price we've seen it, and it's in stock. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, you need to make a move pretty quickly. So again, folks, link in the video description to Lease Loco. It's also on your screen as a QR code. Do use it, and use it quickly if you want to get these stock deals, because quite often these videos come out and they go. Folks, just a very quick reminder to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks. Cupra Formentor 1.5 ETSI 150 V2 DSG automatic, 9 seconds to 62, 47 mpg, 450 litres of boot space, insurance group 22, 1100 up front and 364 a month. 515 a month at its peak, 347 at its lowest point. On average, it's been 407. It's currently 364 with 1,092 up front. Nissan X-Trail 1.5 mild hybrid 163 N connector. This is the 7-seat version with the automatic gearbox. 9.6 seconds to 62, 39.8 mpg, 485 litres of boot space, insurance group 23. $1,100 up front, 367 a month, and it's a lovely thing. The interior is a lot nicer than in the outgoing model, and altogether it feels like a big step forward for the X-Trail. Not one of these replacement cars that comes out and it feels exactly the same, but they've slightly changed the headlights. 396 has been the average on it, 445 at its peak, currently 367. Skoda Karoq 1.5 TSI Sportline Edition, DSG automatic, great car, 45 mpg, 150 brake horsepower, insurance group 20, and 521 litres of boot space. £435 a month on average, 708 at its peak, 363 at its lowest point. It's currently 377, which looks pretty good against the average and against that peak. 1133 up front, 377 a month. Another VW, and this one's a great deal. It's the Passat plug-in hybrid. And this is now a plug-in hybrid with a proper all-electric range. 8.1 seconds to 62, 204 brake horsepower, 510 litres of boot space, insurance group 32, 610 a month has been the average on it, 853 at its peak, and its lowest point, it was £7 a month less than it is now. Folks, this is an exceptionally good deal. Like, this is stunning value. This is a 2-year deal on a car with a ridiculous RRP, an RRP which is actually nearly 50 grand, and you can get that for 377 quid a month with 1100 up front. These are good times. This is a factory order. If you want to get on one, get on it quickly because I'm sure the prices will go back up. Skoda Superb Estate 1.5 TSI IV SE technology. Again, petrol plug-in hybrid. Again, it's basically that Passat. 1140 up front and 380 a month. 510 litres of boot space. Insurance group 29. 204 brake horsepower. 8.1 seconds to 62. 484 has been the average on it. 800 at its peak. 380 at its lowest point, and that lowest point is today. £380 a month is its lowest point. 1140 up front. Again, it's a 2-year deal on that one. Now, here's a car that's eminently sensible, gives you ridiculous MPG, and will never break down. It's the Toyota Corolla Sports Hybrid, 178 design, CVT automatic, 7.7 seconds to 62, 60 MPG, 581 litres of boot space, 408 has been the average on it, 461 at its peak. This is the lowest point at 386 a month with 1158 up front. Audi A3 Sportback is the 40 TFSI eSport S-Tronic petrol plug-in hybrid, 7.4 seconds to 62, 204 brake horsepower, insurance group 25, and 280 litres of boot space. Average on it's been 475, 731 at its peak, 386 at its lowest point, and that lowest point is now, today, this minute. It's never been cheaper than this. And again, it's a new plug-in hybrid that actually has a usable amount of all-electric range. So could be one to have a look at. 386 a month with 1159 up front. Cupra Terramar 1.5 ETSI V2 DSG automatic. I think these things look gorgeous for a SUV. And I don't usually like SUVs. I really like the look of this. I think they've made an interesting looking car. 9.3 seconds to 62, 46 mpg, insurance group 22, 420 a month with 1261 up front, 456 on average, 518 at its peak. This is the lowest price we've seen it at 420 a month. The VW T-Roc TSI 300 4Motion R Black Edition. This is as spicy as it gets. 1289 up front and 429 a month. 4.9 seconds to 62. Insurance group 35. 392 litres of boot space and 300 brake horsepowers. 504 a month on average. 598 at its peak. Its lowest point was 6 or 7 quid less than it is now. It's 429 a month with 1289 up front. The BMW 2 Series Grand Coupe is the M235 xDrive. These things drive phenomenally. It's a brilliant car to get in. 4.9 seconds to 62, insurance group 31, 300 brake horsepower, 430 litres of boot space. 1428 up front and 476 a month on that one. Average on it's been 627, 475 at its lowest point. So it was 26 pence a month less than it is now at its lowest point. But at its peak, it was nearly 400 quid more than it is now. It was £826 a month. This is a great time to get into one of those if you're in the market, so jump on it if you are. Genesis G70 2.2 diesel sport automatic innovation pack, 7.4 seconds to 62, 42 mpg, 200 brake horsepower, insurance group 37, and 330 litres of boot space. Beautiful car, lovely thing to drive, really nice interior. I've got lots of good things to say about those. 657 a month on average, 709 at its peak. Currently its lowest point of 436. Wow. Audi A5 2-litre TFSI S-Line S-Tronic. This is it's formerly known as the A4, I believe. Audi have done all crazy things with their model numbering, and I think they're going back to the old way quite soon. 9.8 seconds to 62, 40 mpg, 150 brake horsepower, 476 litres of boot space and insurance group 24, 1,536 up front and 512 a month. 590 a month's been the average, 642 has been the peak on it. And this is currently the lowest price we've seen it, £512 a month with 1,536 up front, and that's a 3-year deal. Genesis G80 2.5 litre turbo luxury line automatic rear wheel drive with the innovation pack, 6 seconds to 62, 33 mpg, 304 brake horsepower, insurance group 43 and 424 litres of boot space. Think luxury land barge cruiser, and you're really on the right tracks with this. 1,570 up front and 523 a month. Average has been 920 on it, 1128 at its peak, and 523.35, i.e. today's price, is the lowest price we've seen it, folks. This is in stock as well, so if you want to get on it, jump on it. Link in the video description and on a QR code on your screen. BMW X5 xDrive 50e M Sport Automatic with the Pro Packs, the plug-in hybrid, 4.8 seconds to 62, 489 brake horsepower, insurance group 49 and 500 litres of boot space. Nearly £1,100 on average, 1,260 at its peak, and this is the lowest price, £832 a month with £2,500 up front. Look at that, 1,260 at its peak, 1,100 on average. Yikes. And finally, folks, if your wallet is thicker than a village idiot, you've got the BMW M5 Saloon with the automatic gearbox, 3.5 seconds to 62, 727 brake horsepower, insurance group 49, 466 litres of boot space. Of course, it is a plug-in hybrid. 1,250 quid a month with 3,750 up front. 1691's been the average on it, 2,300 at its peak, so it's £1,000 more than it is right now. It's also been 75 quid a month less than it is right now, but if you've got the money for one of these, maybe you don't care. 3,750 up front and 1,249 a month on a 3-year deal. Folks, please use that link to Lease Loco. It's vital. Please subscribe to the channel. I can't tell you how frustrating it is when I look at the analytics on these videos and loads of people are watching and not many are subscribing. It's completely free, and the difference it could have for me and the kind of content I'm able to make would be huge. So please, if you haven't subscribed, just take a second to do it. It's completely free and it really does help me out, and so do those thumbs up. Massive thanks to ALA for sponsoring today's video. They're really a great partner and a really good company. They don't have salespeople, commission salespeople. They have customer service people, and that tells you all you need to know about them. Thanks ever so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Huge thanks to all my channel members for your continued support. I really do appreciate it.